Hey y'all, welcome back to Cajun Country Living. Today is an exciting day for us because we're going to be beginning tiling the floor in the guest bathroom. Now this is a project we've been looking forward to for a long time. We finally got all the tile in to do this project, and Lydia is so ready to start. Now the reason I say Lydia is for a couple reasons. One is I really don't think that she trusts me with these tile that she's been waiting on for all this time. And plus there's going to be some artwork that's going to be going into this that I know that she doesn't trust me with. Now we've gone back and forth trying to figure out exactly what kind of orientation we wanted this tile and what we wanted it to be centered with. Do we want to center it with the toilet, with the window, with the door, with the tub? So many questions, not many answers. So we just come up with the best solution that we think is going to look the best in this space. Now y'all take note of this old tile saw. We resurrected this out of my mom and dad's old shed, and it's been sitting there for a lot of years. With a little bit of tweaking, maybe some guide alignment, and a couple more items, we was able to get this thing working, and we did not have to purchase a tile saw. Now you may be asking yourself, why are you having to listen to old Jimbo do a voiceover on all this work that Lydia is doing? She's the one doing the work. Why isn't she talking? Well, it's pretty simple. It's because she don't have a voice right now. So I'm having to be her voice while she doesn't have one. And before any of y'all even say it, no, I'm not happy that she lost her voice. Shame on y'all for even thinking such a thing. Lydia is going to be installing these tile with the same adhesive product that we did on the fireplace. We had such good luck with this product and we really like working with it. It's really forgiving, and when it sets up, it is bulletproof. Like we said before, we know the go-to method to put tile in is to use grout, but we also really don't know what we're doing, and we would hate to mix up a batch of grout and it be too thin, too thick, or what have you, and the tile not stick to the floor and us have problems in the future. We're pretty confident in putting this in with the liquid nails as it's going to stay. Check out that laser focus while Lydia's getting this tile in perfect alignment, taking measurements. Man, all she needs is a pocket protector, a slide rule, some pencils, maybe even a scratch pad. I don't know, but she looks really professional right here. But I bet if you ask her, she would probably put on that list, having a voice would be nice too. Having that little handheld tile saw really makes all the difference in the world when making these strange cuts. We bought that thing whenever we were working on the fireplace, and we cut every tile on our fireplace with that little saw. It was well worth the $80 we paid for it. These tile spacers are the exact same ones that we used on the fireplace, and we really like them because it maintains a really good flat level surface in these tiles. You don't have one taller than the other. It holds them at the perfect height. Well, it's time for me to get out of her way, and I'm going back outside to work on my truck.
Today's video is sponsored by Good Chop. Good Chop offers convenient, contact-free delivery right to your doorstep. The boxes are fully customizable boxes, so choose between beef, chicken, seafood, and pork products that you like the most. Good Chop offers over 60 plus high-quality cuts. That means that there's something for everybody. You can choose between 100% grass-fed ribeyes, fully flavored T-bones, wild-caught salmon, free-range or organic chicken breast, pork tenderloin, 100% grass-fed filet mignon, thick-cut bacon, ground pork, and organic chicken drumsticks. And y'all, that's just to name a few. So while Jim's working outside today, for lunch we're gonna have these filet mignons. All products are sourced from the USA. Unlike other many companies, Good Chop sources its meats and seafood exclusively from American farms and fisheries. By choosing Good Chop, you support local family farms and independent ranchers right here in the USA. It seems like now, even when we go to the grocery store, we have to be careful about what meats we're selecting, and that is something that Good Chop prides itself on. And that is selecting only the good stuff. So no antibiotics and no added hormones ever. Go to goodchop.com/YouTube and use the promo code listed here on the screen. Or click the link listed below in the description to get $120 off across your next 4 boxes. So thank you, Good Chop, for sponsoring this video, and I got a freezer to fill. Good morning, everybody. I am still using my voice pretty good, and I'm sorry that you're having to hear this, but I am gonna just try to work on getting these tiles put in, and y'all can just watch me instead of having to listen to me. I'm pretty much gonna be doing the exact same thing, but the first thing that I do need to do is take all these caps off of this area. So I need to take the caps off, and then I need to break off these little ends, and then I'll be able to do the next section. So my goal is to get all the way down to where the alligator is gonna start, and if I can get down to that point, I think I can come back and start grouting this area. And I am going to be grouting with black, and I have never grouted properly before. You probably don't want to watch this part because Lord knows that I know that this is not the proper way to do this. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing that I'm showing y'all this. But honestly, I'm a very hands-on person, if you can't tell. So that's also going to be a learning curve, but I'm going to get off here. I've got my love tap hootis. I'm going to start knocking these off and get this awful voice out of y'all's ear. Whenever I got my shipment in, I ended up getting a few that looked like this. I have the other pieces, but I did end up having, I think in total, 5 or 6 broken. So I reached out to the company, let them know that I had 5 that were broken in all those boxes, and they went ahead and sent them, and they came actually the next day. So no complaints about that, and I got to keep the broken pieces. So I'm getting to use this right now because I need another half. So I'm gonna whack off that crazy side that broke and go ahead and use this as well. Oh, I actually thought that I wasn't gonna be able to see the pencil, and that's why I originally flipped it over. But especially with this sunlight today, I'm definitely not gonna have any issues.
where you spend your time. Ain't no place I'd rather go. You're a funny little critter and I love you so. And I wanna take a ride in the wheelbarrow in your mind. I come and sit down with me in a rocking chair. Coffee pot is nice and hot. We can sit in our underwear. Tell me about the dreams you had last week, swimming all around with the fish in the sea. Come sit down with me in a rocking chair.
So I didn't want to get much further than this because I think I need to start assessing what I'm going to do with this alligator. Instead of trying to cut around all the little nooks and crannies of the actual alligator tile, I think I'm going to take these little mosaic tiles, and I'll show you all in just a second what I'm talking about, and make a circle around the alligator with them. That way, all I need to do is cut a circle rather than try to get all these little nooks and crannies of this alligator. So let me show you what I'm talking about.
Let's fly up to the moon. We can get away.
These are teeny, tiny, different size mosaic tiles. And what I thought about doing was taking the alligator that I have here, putting a full circle around him. Now that I'm looking at it, I might not want to do that. That's a lot of area to cover. Even all these little places like around his fingers, his tail, his face. I mean, there's just so many little places that I think it would be really hard to cut for me personally. Maybe if I did tile professionally, but since I don't do the tile professionally, I believe that it would be extremely hard for me to try to fill those little places in. All right, so I got the alligator centered with the toilet. I've got the outline around him. So now before I start on him, I think I'm gonna go back and fill in like this area over here and this other area behind the door that needs to be done. But I'm glad that I stopped where I did, y'all. Look how perfect I stopped. If I would have put any more pieces in, I would have been right inside my circle. So that worked out good. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out these little sections that I have left and then come back to my alligator. Jim is running our errands today. So one of the things that he needed to do was pick me up some more of these little white tabs. And I actually thought that I had another bag and I don't. So I'm gonna start working on the alligator instead of continuing this little area that I have left to do. I only have a few left on this side, but that's okay. So that means that I can start working on this alligator now that I got this big section knocked out. finally time to start the grout. So I've got my water. I'm going to put in my bucket. I've got my grout. And this brand is just what they had at the store. No specific reason that we chose this one. We wanted black. It is in the black color. And this is really what they had. So this is what we're going to go with. And we'll let y'all know how it works.